everyone, this is Arkoff12, and today we have a new Rustage reaction. This is his song, Eating Colors. Don't know anything about that other than the thumbnail has Captain Rustage eating colors, or absorbing colors, or breathing. I don't know what he's doing here, but, go away. I don't know anything about what we're about to experience, so this should be interesting, although I have heard really good things about this song, so that makes me excited. And anytime Rustage creates a song like this, it has a certain energy to it that you just can't help but enjoy, honestly. Like, all of his other songs that have been about himself or about more personal things have been phenomenal. So I expect this to be right up there with them. Link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary, because I will be pausing and I will be talking about it. And without further ado, let's get started.
I be eating colors when my days are gray. Look into the bottle to go wash it away. Say I need another, but it's more than I take. I be eating colors, no, I be eating pain.
Yeah. I eat so I wash away the grey. One treat, no longer feeling pain. I see that it causes more than saves, but I know I'm a slave to how it tastes. It shows through stress and gaining weight, lost in the depths of takeaways. I've made a mess with states of pay. Keep dragging on day to day. I don't smoke or drink, I do sweets. Can't help noticing that I'm weak. Keep on opening a can of Coke or drink, and then hoping that I don't sleep. When I get the urge, I can't breathe. Just a messenger to my needs. When I'm stressed at work, I go and get desserts and then let it hurt when I eat. I've been trying hard, but then like a charm, I'm left on the ground with a pizza. With no fighting chance in my mind or heart, I go and drink the dice by the liter. My desires can't be retired fast when I'm rummaging like a creature. I got debuffs on me, no features. I've lost everything to the dealer.
I'm assuming that this is definitely a song linked. He's done this a couple of times where he's done a song that's been about like his depression and his imposter syndrome. If you've seen one of his albums, I think last year, there were a couple of songs on there. Why am I drawing a blank on it? He did one with Hala CG. Let me just verify. Yeah, I believe it was on his Overflow. Trust My Sound. That's the one I was thinking of. Obviously there are a couple of other songs on there. If you've heard his Overflow album, there are a couple other songs on there that deal with similar things. But Trust My Sound specifically talks about how he sometimes compares himself a little too much to his peers when it comes to his music writing and his music, like, rapping skills and whatnot, his compositions. And it talks about, like, how he is trying to do better about listening to himself and listening to the passion that he specifically feels. And I feel like this is not necessarily a follow-up, but just a different way of, like, talking about that same stuff, where, like, he still has those doubts. He still has that weight on him to perform and do better when he listens to other individuals like Fable or Divide or DPS. And he even talks about, I think in that song or one of the other ones on that album, that he doesn't listen to other people's music anymore because he keeps comparing himself to them. And so, like, I get the feeling that this is in a similar mindset where, like, the colors specifically aren't necessarily like a particular substance, but it's him trying to consume things that make him happy. He does mention, like, potentially gaining weight and having negative health effects from this. So I don't know if he's stress eating or whatnot. That's not my place to, like, try to interpret. But I do believe that what he's talking about here is a way of dealing with those issues that he talks about in Trust My Sound. The imposter syndrome, the depression, the anxiety, the feeling like you're not good enough compared to everybody else, the weight of the success that you have and feeling like you don't deserve it. Like, I feel like the colors are meant to represent whatever he's doing, whether it be listening to specific types of media, whether it be potentially therapy, whether it be negative coping mechanisms to try and get over that. I imagine we might get a few more pieces of context later on in this song that might help interpret that a little bit better. But at least in these first 49 seconds, this first verse, that's kind of the direction I'm leaning on, is that the colors are what he's doing to stave off those negative thoughts and emotions.
Colors when my days are gray. Look into the bottle to go wash it away. Say I need another, but it's more than I take. I be eating colors, no, I be eating pain. I be eating colors when my days are gray. Look into the bottle to go wash it away. Say I need another, but it's more than I take. I be eating colors, no, I be eating pain.
Despite that, however, I do believe that I don't think I've said this in a while, but Rustage has been doing a little bit more when it comes to like singing vocals rather than just rapping. And I love his voice. I'm still not used to hearing him sing because he doesn't do it often. But he's got such a great voice for singing like this. Like, people will, I think, always associate Rustage with his rapping ability because he's a phenomenal rapper. One of the best in nerdcore, but you can't take away like how beautiful his voice is.
Blocking out the voices when they're saying my name. Add another tally to my list of mistakes. Mix it all together and we'll see what I make. I be eating colors, no, I be eating pain. I be eating pain.
Yeah. When I'm sad, I medicate with junk. Rip the pack, another gateway drug. Overdose, I'm doing way too much. It's my tainted love. Lose myself, then I drain the cup. Little pills with a playful touch in my mouth, and I take it rough. Primary colors, I wanted to yellow, but blue in my lungs till I'm red in the face. Upcoming second, I'm chugging the orange till I'm feeling green and I'm letting it spray. Coming up violent, I said I'm okay. I had to finish what's left on my plate. I'm eating colors that mixing inside me, and I cannot stop till I'm dead in my grave.
My days are gray. Look into the bottle to go wash it away.
So obviously that one easily could be interpreted by the fact that he's talking about, like, again, eating his feelings with like junk food and stuff like that. Clearly he's talking about, at least from my perspective, clearly he's talking about alcohol consumption in certain lines. The pressure of being one of the like most popular individuals in the anime nerdcore scene is immense. And I know that he's talked about it before in other songs. Like I said, Trust My Sound is one of the most like prominent ones. But I can only imagine the weight that he feels every time he releases a song, not knowing if people are going to like it, not knowing if he's going to like it, not being confident in the ability of relaying the message he wants to relay. Rustage does a fantastic job of really embodying what he's trying to say. I've talked about it before, like confident sounding Rustage, like with his Super Saiyan songs, Kami, you know, all those songs that were like he is embodying himself as like those larger than life anime characters. Peak Rustage on that. But I think at times he feels like this, where he's not the Super Saiyan, and I'm sure that's where the imposter syndrome comes in, where like he's feeling like he's living a lie. He doesn't deserve the success. He deserves all the success, 100%. He deserves every piece of success that he has managed to gain for himself, because he's just one of the best, just 100%. And my only hope is that one day, I know this is a big ask, but one day he sees it in himself and doesn't just like put on the persona, but actually lives what he's talking about with those like more upbeat and phenomenal like character style raps where he is the character. Like I said, like Super Saiyan or Kami. Like, I hope one day those become his reality because he deserves to feel that way.
Say I need another, but it's more than I take. I be eating colors, no, I be eating pains. Blocking out the voices when they're saying my name. Add another tally to my list of mistakes. Mix it all together and we'll see what I make. I be eating colors, no, I be eating pains. I'll be eating pains.
It's such a childish thing for me to do. I'm piling plates until I'm drowning in a sea of food. They say that we're defined by what we eat and we consume. I hope that I'll be better. I hope this
I
isn't
be
true.
eating colors when my days are grey. Look into the bottle to go wash it away. Say I need another, but it's more than I take. I be eating colors, no, I be eating pains. Blocking out the voices when they're saying my name. Add another tally to my list of mistakes. Mix it all together and we'll see what I make. I be eating colors, no, I be eating pain. I be eating colors when my days are grey. Look into the bottle to go wash it away. Say I need another, but it's more than I take. I be eating colors, no, I be eating pains. Blocking out the voices when they're saying my name. Add another tally to my list of mistakes. Mix it all together and we'll see what I make. I be eating colors, no, I be eating pains. I'll be eating pains.
I like that message at the end. So, I 100% believe that while it's important for us to know exactly Rustage's like awesome side, it's also important to remember that he is still a person. And this right up here with What It Do Dave, that thumbnail there, one of his most relatable songs, absolutely. I know I go through stints like that, you know? I think every content creator has these feelings. I don't think there's a single person out there who puts themselves in the public spotlight who doesn't feel the way that Rustage was putting in this song specifically. I'd be very, very, very surprised if there was one person out there that didn't at certain times feel the way that Rustage was singing about in this song. It's important for us to ground ourselves and not like think of these individuals like monolithic because of the fact that they are still people. They are people with incredible skills, but they are still people. I know that Fable has done songs about like his depression before. What was it? Come Around, I think, is probably the most recent one that he's done about that. I'm fairly certain he's probably slipped in some more personal lyrics into one or two of his more recent anime songs as well. But I feel like these type of songs are important to remind us that like these people that we listen to, especially individuals that are super young, that are, you know, still in their early to mid 20s or younger than that. Cause like, I know Hala CG is like, if she's not 20 already, she's about to turn 20. So like, she's still in her teens. Like these people who give us this amazing music every single day, they have their own struggles, and the success that they gain can sometimes only exacerbate these struggles to a degree that we as the listeners can never really understand until they make songs like this. I know this is part of his new album. I have been requested to listen to the entire album and react to it, and I do plan on doing that. It might have to wait until after next week or so. I need a little bit of time to record a reaction like that, and I'm going to Comic-Con next Saturday, so like there's probably not going to be any recordings done during that time. But I do plan on listening to the rest of this. If you guys have specific songs from the album that you want me to pull up on Spotify and listen to, I will happily do that. Otherwise, I'll just react to the whole album, minus Eating Colors, obviously, because I've just done this. But yeah, no, I know his last album had a couple of really hard-hitting tracks. I imagine this album probably does too, especially with a song like Eating Colors. But we'll have to see. In the meantime, thank you for joining me. I am Ark Alpha 12, and I will see you in the next video.